right up to the eye of my mountain until you reach my peak, baby, baby.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we have Bishop Whitehead. We got Sukihana. Alright, she had a little word for the ladies. So make sure y'all stay tuned and let me know your thoughts. Let's start with Sukihana. Alright, this is what she said to us ladies, y'all. All y'all females done sold cat at least once. This is what she said, y'all. Here comes the girls with self-respect talking about they never sold cat. Yeah, because it ain't good. All right, so she's saying girls that say that they didn't sell cooch, their cat is not good. But this is what people have to say, y'all. It's called keeping it classy. Y'all be safe, though. Could it be me? Girl, what? Ain't that much wanting something in the world. Speak for yourself, miss. Girl, be quiet trying to force prostitution as the norm. And why we gotta be sedity? Because we have morals? Let me just say this. I agree with what these females have said. Sukihana, not everybody is a prostitute or everybody's a porn star, okay? That's your thing. That's your image. So, like, speak for yourself. Like, ain't nobody out here having sex for a cheeseburger or some Louis Vuittons or some Gucci. Like, not everybody does that. Like, if a man does, it's because he wants to do. Now, let's get straight into Mr. Bishop Whitehead, y'all. He did a press conference in front of his church in Brooklyn, and look what he had to say, y'all.
3 armed men ran into my church with guns out, and the only thing that I can do is say okay, okay, okay with my hands up. Show them that I surrender, to show my church that I shepherd, that we are not going to fight. And as I put the mic down, I told the church to get down. And when they start to roll and look around, the women and children start to scream, holler, as the 3 gunmen came to the pulpit and put a gun to my head. And one of the gunmen went to my wife, who was right on my side, holding my 8-month-old baby. They put the gun in my 8-month-old baby's face. As they took all of the jewelry from my wife, I was still held at gunpoint. And the man that robbed me took my Episcopal ring, my wedding ring, my watch, my bishop's chain and cross, because we were celebrating communion. And then he started to tap my back and said, "What else do you have?" He started to tap my back. And he felt my other chains underneath my robe. And he began to rip my sacred collar off my neck. The collar of the yoke. When I was consecrated, they had to put the collar as I became a bishop. And he ripped it maliciously. And as you can see in the video, he continued to jerk it and pull my chains. But it wouldn't come off. So he told me, take it off with the gun to my head. And as I looked at my congregation, and they were all rolled over on the floor, I was a helpless shepherd. They trusted me, and I couldn't protect them in this moment. And as I took off my jewelry and gave it to them, 2 of them ran, 1 came back and started tapping my pockets. Then he ran off. And as soon as he turned his back and got to the door, I ran behind him. Because I wanted to be in front of my church. If they came back, they would hit me first. I wanted to protect my church. And I began to go downstairs, and as I seen them through the window, seeing them funneling across the street, wandering. And I jumped in my car, and I began to chase them, but I couldn't find them. And I drove up and down Avenue D. So I'm here today not to continue with this story because you heard it. The media, for some reason, you portray black men as criminals. My church can't get no sympathy nor empathy If you recall, 2 months ago, I turned in a young man that was wanted for murdering another young man on the Q train. The family called me and I told them that he must turn himself in. They agreed and they trusted me. Media portrayed me as the bling bling bishop. They portrayed my car. They talked about my Fendi jacket. They talked about me. And they did not even want to talk anymore about what the bishop has done. This was a man that was wanted for murder. This was a man that was alleged to commit a crime against a New Yorker. One of, if not the greatest city in the world. And after that, my life changed. Because all the media started to plaster me not as a bishop, but as a black man that was convicted, that has a felony. And nobody else wanted to talk about what Mr. Whitehead has done. So nobody wanted to talk about that the young man turned himself in and surrendered. Everybody wanted to talk about the bling bling bishop that the media portrayed. Convicted for scheme to defraud, grand larceny. And then, as a black man, they always bring up our past. They always bring up our past. But they don't want to say that Bishop Whitehead was illegally convicted. They don't want to say that they forged search warrants in order to convict me. They don't want to talk about how they hid all the evidence and lied to my attorneys to convict me. But everybody wants to talk about that I went to prison. Nobody can empathize or sympathize with us. You want to know why? Because you're plastering their pastor.
First, how did the $400,000 number come up, and then how did it go up to $1 million?
You have to ask the NYPD for that.
I tried to ask you.
No, I'm telling you to ask them.
That's the question we're not going to address at this time.
Yeah. So next, who's another question?
Is there a more accurate number that we can report?
My legal team told me do not get into the value of any property. So you guys do your research. You guys do what you have to do, but those numbers are inaccurate.
Were the items insured?
That's a legal question. A traumatic experience. So I've been having my church in therapy this week. That the governor will reach out to me so we can have a sit down. Since I am the first pastor to ever be robbed in history in New York City, so I'm waiting for the governor to reach out to me. I'm also just waiting for all elected officials that can pass laws to sit down with me, and I'm definitely going to address that.
Last year, you ran, of course, for Brooklyn Borough President.
Yes.
And during that campaign, you accepted a loan, $150,000 from a woman down in Miami, Josette Bayoro. Just wondering how you know her and why you did not repay her.
Thank you so
Read
much.
back that
At
loan.
this present time, Bishop will no longer be answering any more questions. We appreciate
You said
your
2
time.
questions a person.
Have a good day.
I didn't even get to finish the first one. Yeah.
I'm gonna let you're trying to listen. That's more of a legal question, and what you just stated is inaccurate. I'm gonna leave it there.
Why though?
Is
there? Yeah.
All you have to do is send an email, and then we'll email you back.
Bishop, I'm sorry, but what would you say to people who wonder how a pastor has the kind of money it appears that you might have in possession? What would you say to people
What would
who
I say?
question
The
it?
Bible
Yeah.
says in the book of Genesis that there are 4 streams of the rivers. So I always teach my church, and I always teach people to have more than one stream of income. It's not about getting in my business. It's about having more streams of income. I'm not on a salary with my church. It's about having multiple streams of income. That's it. Everybody wants to box me in to make it seem like I am on salary with my church. I am not. Yes, the NYPD is amazing. The 69th precinct, the captain calls me all the time. The chief of patrol, the commissioner of community affairs came here. The NYPD has been impeccable. I'm talking about they call me every single day to ask me am I okay. The chief of patrol, Chief Madry, when this happened, he was over here in 10 minutes. I can't speak highly enough for the NYPD. And with me speaking this way, about them, y'all better believe it.
We can't hear you.
No, I'm not even going to answer that question anyway, so it no matter. Yeah, I'm not even answering it because that don't even matter. We're here to address things about protecting the church.
It's more, but in general, you know, you even mentioned we can't really afford as a small church to hire our own security, you know, team. But are you thinking about that, kind of contrasting that with what people are accusing your lifestyle of being maybe lavish, you know, but are you thinking about maybe a plan of a different kind of security team and investing in that for future?
Yes, we have a whole strategy. We have a whole strategy. We're putting together a whole strategy, a whole plan. And I'm not only calling on the governor, I'm calling on President Biden. Because, you know, anytime that there is an election time, they all come to the houses of worship, right? So they get our vote. We can't find help. So now all we're asking, help us protect ourselves. Pass a law where we can carry our firearms. Because this gun violence has went to a new level. Says turn yourself in. What you did was in violation of every code of ethics. Ain't nobody from heaven to the streets that's going to respect you from running into a church of worship.
Facts.
Ain't nobody that have any tough blood in their body gonna respect you from running into the church. Nobody. So turn yourself in. Find your local station, police station, and turn yourself in. And if whoever was behind it, because you know the tabloids think I'm behind it, whoever was behind it, snitch. Feeling helpless.
Stay strong, Pat.
Can't do nothing.
Stay strong.
For people that trust me to lead them. And then y'all try to beat me up. What about my church? If y'all don't like me, don't follow me. But what about my church? What about the women that's crying, that's calling me? What about my church? It's not about me. Why y'all doing this to my church?
If y'all do not know what the lavish life people are talking about as him being a bishop, look at his Gucci he got on here. He got on a Fendi matching hat. He got a Louis, you know, outfit here. He got a, I think that's Fendi right there. He got Gucci, you know, it don't stop there. He got another Gucci. He got another Gucci. He got this, y'all, Fendi. He got cars after cars. Like, he hopping out with the Gucci North Face jacket, looking like a real Brooklyn guy.
For giving me a great birthday. What's up? Louis Vuitton, look, the team.
So let me know what y'all think about Bishop with his, you know, press conference. Yeah, I think he was capping. Like, I think that was all fake. That was all fraud. Like, he know what he doing in these streets. Like, just give it up. Like you're a thief. That's it. Sukihana, I just felt like she just want everybody to be ratchet and, you know, like porn star, prostitution, all types of stuff like that. And not every woman is like that. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below. Make sure y'all like and comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all click that notification bell, because y'all already know when I drop, I got y'all. Toodaloo.